Brexit. Britain and Boris Johnson have been dealt a crushing blow after a bombshell poll revealed more than half of UK adults would vote to rejoin the European Union if another referendum was to take place. The UK voted by a margin of 52% to 48% to split from the bloc during the historic referendum in June 2016. Both sides signed an 11th-hour post-Brexit trade deal at the end of last year that put an end to the UK's 47-year membership of the European Union, with the Prime Minister insisting Britain will flourish as a sovereign nation. But a significant poll from Savanticom suggests the tide is quickly changing, with huge doubts now creeping into the minds of those that voted to leave the continental bloc. The survey of 2,231 UK adults from November 5-7 shows if another referendum was to take place, 53% of UK adults would vote to rejoin the EU. This is up 4 points from when the polling firm asked the same question in June, when just under half, 49%, said they would vote for the UK to once again become an EU member. Significantly, just under half, 47%, maintained they would not vote for the UK to rejoin the EU, down 4 points from the last survey 5 months ago. Perhaps most notably as the result among those who voted leave during the 2016 referendum. 2016, 1 in 10%, would now vote to rejoin, with a fifth, 20% of Conservative Party voters also voting to rejoin. From those who decided not to vote in the referendum more than 5 years ago, more than 8 in 10, 82%, said they would now vote to rejoin the EU. 4 in 10, 40% of UK adults would support a referendum on whether to rejoin the EU within the next 5 years, while just a third, 34%, were against this idea. 15% of Leave voters would support a referendum within this time frame, with 14% of Remainers saying they would oppose one. Only 11% of Remainers and a fifth, 20% of Labour voters would vote to stay out of the EU in a referendum. The proportion who would now vote to rejoin the EU in a referendum rises to more than 3/4. 77% of those aged 18-34 and 8 in 10, 80% of 2019 Labour Party supporters. Support for holding such a referendum in the near future rises to nearly half, 49% of those in this younger age group and almost 2/3, 63% of Labour voters, a fifth, 21% of Conservative voters also say they would support this. Chris Hopkins, Political Research Director at Savanticom, said the sharp rise in UK adults now wanting to join the EU shows a number of issues linked to Brexit over recent months are now starting to take their toll. He warned the high level of support among younger voters to rejoin the EU, as well as the high percentage who would now back a referendum, indicates that the Brexit story isn't going away anytime soon. Mr. Hopkins said, 5 years on from the Brexit referendum, this polling suggests a country that is equally divided, but with the momentum shifting towards a majority who would now vote to rejoin the EU. Indeed, a 4-point rise since June of those who say they would vote to become a member again is striking. This indicates that issues such as disrupted supply chains and spats with fellow European leaders over fishing and vaccines may have cut through, although the results are still on a knife edge. Mr. Hopkins added, while many feel like the issue is best put to bed, the high levels of support for rejoining amongst younger voters, as well as the significant proportion who would back having such a referendum in the first place, indicates that the Brexit story isn't going away anytime soon. And, if it were to happen, all eyes will be on those who did not vote in 2016 and younger voters who may have not had the opportunity to, who are both overwhelmingly in favour of the UK becoming a member again.